Well, you need to learn grammar. I mean, if you don't know the grammar, you're not going to be able to speak the language very well. I think probably there's an argument for concentrating more on grammar, for example, in the early stages to give yourself a foundation, a skeleton, or scaffolding, if you like, of the language. And then as you get beyond the elementary stages into the more intermediate and advanced stages of learning the language, that's where you're filling in with vocabulary, with idioms, with expressions and that kind of thing. So for me, grammar is a big focus in the first few months, and then it becomes less of a focus as we're thinking more about vocab.
So I'd say first of all, make sure that you're talking and communicating regularly. That's the most important thing. And then learn grammar as and when you need it. So if you're working with a tutor, your tutor can say, oh look, you can say it like this, and then you can pick up on that grammar point and learn that when you need it. I then say once you get to an intermediate level, that's the time when you can start really focusing in on specific grammar exercises, because you've already got enough knowledge to really make the most of those exercises and really learn the stuff that you're trying to learn.
Listen carefully to how people speak and use the language in a real environment. So you can study the grammar in a book, and you can do exercises, of course. That's the most natural thing that people would probably say. But actually how grammar really works in the real world can be different. So listening out for those patterns that you hear.
Personally, I found reading a grammar book to be incredibly ineffective for learning grammar, because basically you learn all these rules as if you were studying biology or chemistry or something. Languages really don't work that way in practice when you go to use them. So what I like to do is to learn things from context. So you see a pattern in the language, say a case ending, and you realize there's something going on because you see it a few times, and then you can go and look up what that particular grammar point is, and then it makes a lot more sense. It's easier to remember, you have a personal connection with it. So I think that for me has worked very well.